Hello everyone, this is Yash and today we'll be looking at the question find 3-digit even numbers, that is 2094 question. You are given an integer array digits where each element is a digit. The array may contain duplicates. You need to find all the unique integers that follow the given requirements. The integer consists of the concatenation of 3 elements from digits in any arbitrary order. The integer does not have leading zeros and the integer is even. For example, if the given digits were 1, 2, 3, integers 1, 3, 2 and 3, 1, 2 follow the requirements. Return a sorted array of the unique integer. Let's start with the naive approach, in which we'll be creating a set and initializing the size of the array. Now we will start our basic for loop for int itr I equals to 0, itr I less than size itr I plus plus. Then now we need 3 digits as 0, so we will be skipping any value of first occurrence of 0. That is, if we get our first occurrence as 0, there is no way we can create a 3-digit number. Then what we can do here is we will check if digits itr I is 0, we continue. Okay, now we go for the second loop, which is int, which is same as this loop. Just change the name of the variables, and here what we are going to do, we are going to start another loop inside this one as another variable for k, and done. Now we have 3 loops running. The first condition that we have to check is if itr I is equal to itr j or itr I is equal to itr k or itr j is equal to itr k. In all 3 cases we have to continue, as we are using the same index more than once, which is not allowed. Else what we can do is we will check if our number that we are going to form is int num equals to this value multiplied by 100 plus this value multiplied by 10 plus our kth index value. We are going to multiply our first integer, that is our itr I in the digits by 100 and itr j in digits by 10 and digits itr k with 1. That means no need of multiplying, and we will get our number. Now we run a simple check. If num mod 2 is equal to 0, we insert the value in our set, that is no duplicate dot insert num. Now just to show you what it does is we are going to return an empty array and run these values for auto itr in no dupli see out itr. See, we are getting all the positive values in a sorted manner from this loop, this part of the code. What it's doing, we are iterating to the first ith value, that is we are selecting an integer, then we are checking another more combinations with it using these 2 loops, and if this answer is the answer turns out to be even, we are going to insert it in the set. And because the set we created is an ordered set, the values are also stored in ordered manner. What we are going to do here is create a vector and simply insert these values answer dot push underscore back itr and return answer. Yeah, now we will submit this code here. Okay, it's a good approach, at least it works, but we can do much better. So to make it better, what we are going to do is we are going to start by initializing our answer array globally, because we are going to use a helper function to solve this part, and we are also going to create an frequency array so that we don't have to create multiple occurrences of the same integer by passing the pointer. And now what we're going to do is resize the array and set all the values as 10. Iterate through all the values of our provided array and frq.itr plus plus. Now we have the frequency of all the values from 0 to 9. Now just simply pass it in an helper function. What the helper function is going to need is a default value as 0 to keep a track that its current value is this, and return answer. Void helper we are going to pass our current value here. Now just simply check if log base 10 of our val is greater than 1.99999. This checks whether the base 10 of our value is more than this value, which means there are at least 3 digits in our code. The log base 10 of 100 is 2, which is the minimum value that we need, thus using this. And if that's the case, just check if our val mod 2 is equal to 0, then it means our value is even, and we push the value in our answer. If that's not the case, we are going to simply multiply our val by 10 and run a for loop itr less than 10 itr plus plus. Here, as we used, let me show this, we use the condition if digits I equals to 0. We are going to do the same here, where we will check if frequency of if our current value is equal to 0 and itr is also equal to 0. There is no need to make function calls to tackle this, and we are going to continue. Otherwise, what we are going to do here is reduce the frequency of the current iteration. That means the current index. We are going to reduce it and pass it in our helper function so that it can create multiple combinations. We are going to pass our value as val plus itr. Simply now increase the value so that it can be used in other iterations. Because it's a recursive call, it will go on for a much longer period of time, and we want it to be accurate. For example, in this test case, what it's going to do, it's going to store 2 as 3 and 8 as 2. So first value 2 will be created, then another 2 will be created, then another 2 will be created, then our helper function will trace back. Here we have to put a continue statement to trace it back. Once it reaches its limits, that is 3 digit. When it traces back, we will have our 2 frequency as 1, and it will move forward to look for another frequency that should be 8. So here we put a condition if frequency of itr greater than 0, then we are going to run this part of the code. Now it reaches 8, it does the same for that. Then it goes to this part of the code where it's no more needed, 3 digits limit reached. We return to the single 2 value, which then goes to 8, and this loop continues. Let's just submit it now. Wait, we faced an error of continue statement. We have to return here, not continue. Once the digit reaches its limits, we have to return the control to its previous function. Yeah, this was the best approach. I'll be posting both the links, the solution in the description. Thank you.